Um, it was hard for me. I'm not gonna hold you. These were hard to work with. Hey y'all, Marlo here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited because I'm going to be trying out some Not Polish cover acrylic for the first time. I've heard nothing but good things about Not Polish. I see it all over the internet. Everybody seems to love it, particularly a certain shade. And I did want to try it. And I wanted to try it in the beginner friendly space just because I don't feel like I don't feel like I've seen too many beginners be like, hey, I'm a beginner and I love Not Polish. So I've not seen anybody say the opposite either. So I just want to give it a try for myself and see what the results are. So I'm going to do some swatches and then I'm going to do some actual application practice on my lovely mannequin hand, Becca, my lovely assistant. So I'm going to change around my camera view and let's get started. So here's a look of what I got from Not Polish and what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the Not Polish liquid monomer, EMA of course. I've got their Kolinsky brush in a size 10. I'm going to be using these acrylics. I'll open them in a second. I love how they're packaged. In my mannequin hand, it's their triple XL tips square C curve 400. I love the click lid. I feel like I'm less prone to spill and waste very expensive monomer with this type of lid. Look, I don't even need to pour it down with the side of my brush. That's pretty cool. Smells like monomer. Doesn't smell any low odor or stronger than any other monomers I use. Smells like monomer. First of all, let's look at this brush. It's a size 10 and this is a thick size 10. It's fluffy. It's very soft. It's not a little size 10. This is a full brush. So I'm anticipating it's gonna pick up a lot of liquid and I'm anticipating I'm about to pick up some really big beads. So I don't think bead size will be a problem with this brush. So here are the beads. These are some rather large beads, especially that one. And I had a lot of color come out that last bead, so I hope my brush is clean. But they seem to be setting pretty well. This is already hard. These are pretty hard. See, they seem like they set pretty fast. So now I've got to make a decision on which one do I want to try out? I think I want to try out, well, should I try out Nude Panther or should I try out Tan Lines? I feel like everybody loves Nude Panther, so I'm gonna try out Nude Panther. So I'm just gonna rearrange some things and give this a gander. Alrighty, let's get started. I'm always amazed at how the color is so different from in the jar to with the monomer and then polymerized. Alright, so here we go. Wish me luck. I'm going to do all the things I normally do. I'm probably going to pick up, since these brushes picking up such large beads, I'm probably going to try for medium beads. I'm going to do the 3 bead method because that's what I've been practicing, and I don't feel like I'm in any space to be trying to do anything different, especially with a new acrylic and a new monomer. So, wish me luck. Here goes nothing. Burping my brush, dabbing off in the middle of the brush, just going in twice. Ooh, that's a large bead. How fast is it polymerizing? I'm giving it my typical 5 seconds. Oh, that's firm. That is firm. Okay, I feel like I need to move very fast. Now I feel like maybe I was too aggressive, but we're just patting down. I'm trying to go from sidewall to sidewall. Okay. I feel like I got a little bit in the brush. Maybe I need to rehydrate a little bit more. Now I'm just smoothing out. Using the belly of the brush, not too much pressure. Just trying to smooth. And clean up this edge. Okay, not bad. I feel like I need to move a little bit faster. Okay, yeah, sets up pretty fast. Sets up pretty fast. I'm gonna have ski slope if I don't move faster. I'm not gonna get this to blend at all if I don't move faster. Why am I panicking? I feel like I'm panicking. It's just acrylic. This brush is big. This brush is juicy. Okay, okay. That's not a bad cuticle bead though, but it gets sticky fast. Like I feel like in other acrylics I've used, I get to at least pat it in place before I gotta rehydrate the brush. But this one is like place, rehydrate, or it's gonna get sticky. If that's not the case, or if I'm doing something wrong, somebody let me know. Okay. She cute. It's not the worst I've ever done. Child, you know what? Why am I acting surprised that I dropped the acrylic bead into the acrylic? I do this every time. That's a large bead. That's a super large bead. All right, let's get to it. Pat it in, pat it in, rehydrate. It's, what am I trying to say here? It's like the acrylic is thick. And I know that sounds like stupid to say because the thickness of the acrylic is dependent on, you know, my liquid to powder ratio, blah, 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 blah. But it just feels so, I think maybe it's the brush. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. I think brushes I have been using in the past have not been as bountiful, hasn't had as much Kolinsky hairs, and they've not picked up so much monomer, so I'm not used to picking up so much acrylic, and so that's giving me these big beads that I'm not used to. That's not bad, because if you're doing a really large nail, you need to learn how to use really large beads. Can you imagine what a size 16 brush in their brand would pick up? What size would that bead be? Goodness gracious. So to y'all who used larger size, not polished brushes, kudos. You have my respect, because me and this 10, we going through. I'm flooding cuticles left and right, I'll tell you that much. Okay, so now this one didn't set up as fast, and now it's running. So this is a real bad acrylic bead. I mean, apex bead. I mean, obviously I set it down too fast, but I felt like I had waited the right amount of time. And it's like, are you fast setting or are you not? I'm a little confused. The struggle is real, y'all. The struggle is real. But the brush feels so like, it's so bouncy and fluffy. I know I keep saying it, but It's quite remarkable. It's such a different feel. I like it though. It's just gonna take some getting used to. See how I got acrylic stuck to the brush? Like how? All I did was pick up a bead and put it down. What am I doing that's making the acrylic stick to this brush? Oh, I took too long. It doesn't want to blend. I'm using the belly of the brush. I am gently tapping acrylic in the brush. Now I am known to get acrylic in the brush, but it's usually when I'm trying to do something like this. Not when I'm just placing a bead or... So yeah, if anybody sees this and can tell me what I'm doing wrong, I love to learn. Literally the name of this channel. So I'm gonna try to be consistent about immediately rehydrating. Like place it down, rehydrate. Because if I wait to push the bead in, when I'm done with that, I can see it like pulling away and getting stuck. I don't understand. It's a brush that holds so much monomer. So why is it getting so dry so fast? I don't know. This is probably too big. No, I waited too long. And it's a little wide. Okay, done worse. That was way too much acrylic for this thin nail. Belly of the brush, Marlo. Clean up the sides. So here we have the finished 4. Not my worst, but of course, I don't know what my best is yet. I haven't reached my best yet, so I don't never say my best. This was hard. I felt like I was on pins and needles using this cover acrylic. I don't know why. This brush, y'all, is intimidating. It holds a lot of liquid, so I was picking up really big beads, and I had to like kind of like, usually things I do a quote-unquote large bead for, I was like, okay, I gotta take this down to a medium, because medium is large as it pertains to this brush for me. And then even though I know there was a lot of liquid in the brush, I kept getting acrylic in it because the brush felt dry and the acrylic was like sticking. So like I would go to place a bead and then like it would stick. I had to rehydrate immediately. So, but anyway, this is the last look at this. I'm going to change my view around again and give some quick final thoughts, and then we can get out of here. I need a breather. My back is all tight and tense. All these colors I have are cover acrylics. It was hard for me. I'm not gonna hold you. These were hard to work with. I mean hard in the terms of what results am I getting? And I'm getting nails that you would have to spend a lot of time filing. So that's not good. So that's not, you can't call that a good application if you gotta spend just as much time filing what you just put on. That's not efficient. That's not the standard I'm trying to have. So for me, that was hard, and I don't think I did a very good application with it. It was like fast setting. It was a little fast setting. So like I usually will pick up a bead, do a count of 3, 4, maybe even 5, and that'll be enough times where it's not running down. Anything after like that 5, if I even went to 6, it was a firm bead and I had to apply a lot of pressure. And then when I went to go apply a lot of pressure, acrylic was getting stuck in the brush. So I felt the need to move fast. And it was a fine line between, is it still runny? Or is it kind of solid? I feel like that's what I'm trying to communicate. The window between this large bead you've just picked up is runny and this large bead you just picked up is kind of firm and you got to apply a lot of pressure to blend it is small. So you got to hustle and you got to know what that is. And if you don't know what that is, then you might struggle. So with all that being said, that don't sound like beginner friendly for me. I'm a beginner and I did it, but I didn't do it great. I'm not, by no means am I saying don't buy it. By no means am I saying this is a waste of money. I'm sure that this is a quality product that is just a little bit above my skill set, and I'm going to keep using it until it is not above my skill set. But I like the colors. I like the click cap on the monomer. I love the packaging. I love the brush. She wore me out, but I love the brush. So yeah, those are my final thoughts. She's a workout. And I see why you probably don't see a lot of beginners talking about, oh, I use not polish. Because yeah, no, she gonna work you out. She gonna work you out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope I made a mistake so you don't have to. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Love you much, mean it. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.